Today we are going to review how to chunk words and also how to keep an eye out for double consonants, which will help us chunk words. Let's take a look at these three words. At first glance, they appear pretty long, and I might not know them right away. What I shouldn't do is just guess. I need to use my chunking skills and look for pieces that I know to help me read the words correctly. So let's take a look at each word more closely and see what we see. In this first word, I noticed this piece right away. I saw stand. I might not know this whole word right away, but I do see a piece I know. Maybe you saw the piece and. We want to try to find a larger piece if we can to help us chunk this word. I see the piece stand right away. That leaves this part in blue, which I know is under. That would make this word understand. When I look at this second word, the thing I noticed right away was a prefix. I remember that a prefix is a word part that goes before the base word, and I know that this prefix is the prefix dis. That leaves the rest of this word for me to decode. I also notice this piece at the end. I know that this says tent. So now I have dis and tent. That leaves C-O-N. Well, I know that O-N is on, which means adding a C would be con. Discontent. That sounds a lot like the word discontent. That is a real word, discontent. Let's try the last one. The first thing I noticed here was a suffix. I remember that a suffix is a word part that's added after a base word. I see ly, that is the suffix ly. The next thing I noticed was this piece in the middle. I see a bossy E, which tells this vowel U to say its name. Here, it would say cure. So this is the piece cure. So now I only have SE. Getting my mouth ready lets me know that the beginning sound is S. And the E says E. So I have securely, securely. Now let's take a look at some words that have double consonants. Consonants are the letters that are not vowels. So consonants are any letters that are not A, E, I, O, or U. When I look at this list of words, they have a pattern. Do you see the pattern? The pattern is that they each have double consonants in the middle of these words. This is a really helpful clue to look out for when I'm reading. This will help me be able to split this word or chunk it into its pieces or syllables. When I'm looking at words that have double consonants, I know that each word with double consonants will be split between the double consonants to make two syllables. So it makes finding those chunks easier. I just split it between the double consonants. Then I know that the first syllable will have a short vowel sound. Double consonant words have short vowel sounds. Here I have pep and purr. When I put that together, I have pepper. Here I know this A is a short sound, ah, which makes this word traffic. Here I split it between the two T's. The first piece is now kit, and ten, I put it together to make kitten. Here I have mid-dole. I know that this says I because I have double consonants. See if you can figure out these last two words by yourself. It's always important to look for pieces that we know in a word to help us figure out new words. We should not guess, but use our chunking skills to help us.